It was kind of fun listening to the Making It podcast just the other day. And Bob from I Like to Make Stuff dreamt about doing project just because he wanted to and not with a monetary angle. But I felt okay, so we're living your dream. Is that it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
someone else's despair is someone other's dreams, or how the saying goes. I'm not sure.
But it's kind of fun when both are dreaming about the other team, so to say.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice to
Yeah,
just
the
do this
grass is
for fun?
greener, I noticed.
Yeah.
Here we go. Got to give the people what they want.
But dreaming of the other side, I've been doing, and I'm not sure if it's decluttering or decorporating. I'm not sure if
That
the
sounds
last
nice.
one. It's very nice, and I thought, if that's not a word, I'm coining it here. You heard it here first. I'm the inventor of decorporating. I took a Maria Kondo. I asked myself, does it bring me joy? And the answer to that was no, delete your LinkedIn account. So I've deleted my LinkedIn account. And of course, yes, there might be some residuals for a couple of weeks before everything is gone. But we are now in the process of deleting it, was the last message I got. And of course, it's probably like Facebook. If you log on to check the status, it's like, oh, welcome back. And you have to do it all over again. So I'm just sitting here and assuming I'm gone from the corporate world of LinkedIn, and it felt really nice.
So then I don't have to answer that message that you sent me.
Yes, I can't even remember what I asked, so it's not.
It wasn't anything important. It didn't look like something that needed replying to. But I
No.
can look and see if you're there.
Now I feel very smug because I've never been on it.
Yeah.
For those listeners who are eagerly awaiting the Allo Allo production dates, 1982 to 1992.
Oh,
That long.
That
10
long.
years. So that, all right, 10 years, 10 seasons, maybe?
So then they did it all in one go. I mean, without any breaks.
There was a little bit of a break when the main fella, whose name escapes me, Gordon Kay, he had a car accident and he had to take some time off. Come on, show me.
I haven't thought about that series until the last couple of years, because there was like a streak where a lot of the main characters just died because they weren't young then, and 82 is 43 and a half years ago, almost 44. So
85 episodes, 9 series.
oh, 9. So still 5 more than the 4 first ones that I bought. So
Yeah, doesn't seem to be a particularly big gap. No. 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Oh, right. So there was a gap between 1989 and 1991. Yeah.
yeah. I can't. I mean, I remember the catchphrases, but as I mentioned in the main episode a couple of days ago, that the episodes were relatively similar. But the one thing that I really remember that stuck with me, it was a scene on the graveyard, and of course the resistance, they had a hidden radio transmitter, and of course it had a automated retractable antenna that could come out of the ground when they are submitting radio messages, and then they would retract it back into the ground. And like, I'm not sure. I wasn't very old when I saw the series, but I just knew I wanted an antenna that comes out from the ground, and I still do,
Yeah.
but I'm not, for the life of me, don't know what I'm going to use it for, because as we talked about earlier, I'm not going to stumble into the ham radio community. So it like then it feels kind of wasted just having an antenna.
Not yet, you're not. One day.
Yeah, one day.
One day it'll happen.
But
What?
before that,
We'll be
I
conducting this podcast over
yeah.
shortwave.
But that's the thing though. When I build my workshop to not bang my head, I removed the automated garage door opener, which was of an old kind, and the remote control was gone, so you had to go and push on the motherboard to make it open. So just took it apart. But I have quite a few meters. Of course, I saved it. I'm a hoarder. So I have all the chain and the cogs and the motor and the board running it. So I thought at some point I could make it into an automated flag erection machine. I mean, a flag hoisting machine. Not sure what you call it. Hoisting a flag. Yeah. And then, of course, a friend of mine who's more into programming than I am, he said, I can do the programming part so that it will put the flag up on the flag days. And of course, it should go up at sunrise and been taken down at sunset and so on. And that was very easy for him to program, he said. So you just make the mechanics. And of course, we took down the flagpole that we had. Still have it because the plan was to put it back up again somewhere else. We just haven't decided where. But maybe I could combine them. Do you get a telescopic flagpole? That would be cool. So instead of like hoisting the flag, you just tie it to the top and then you just press erect. And then it just comes out of the ground.
If that's what you want, I'm sure you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could do that, the antenna out of the ground. It doesn't have to be an antenna. I mean, it could look like an antenna, but do something else. If you need to scare away some animals from the flower beds, or just as a signal of something, or just an art piece.
Yeah.
Retractable bat signal. That's what you need.
Yeah.
You
Or
know,
just
speaking of other things I want, I want one of those World War II signaling, the ones that you use in the bat signal. These old, I'm not even.
searchlight.
Yes, but they are huge. I would have no place to store it, and I would have no power to run them. But still, being able to like make your own template and put on that glass, and like in a foggy night, you could put your own bat signal. I mean, every time you have a new YouTube video out, you have your logo up in the night sky. It would be a cool gimmick, at least for a project.
A bat signal projected into the fog, or anything else you can make a template for.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone will come calling quite quickly.
Yeah.
The local authorities would like to say, why is there an enormous being projected into the sky?
But then, of course, in the olden days, you would have made one template. But what if you put I think we discussed it a couple of episodes ago. You now get these kind of like glass that's automatically shaded. If you just put a current on it, could you make it into a grid so you could actually automate? So you could make a moving template. So just it of course it would be a 8-bit, but you could make 8-bit videos in the sky.
You could.
Perhaps.
Could you project like Space Invaders into the sky?
Oh, that would be.
I mean, what I would want, is like those flippity floppity things that open closed like clacks, to you have a grid of small flaps that open and close to let the light through, and then you have that 8-bit feel. So it
Yeah, that
sounds
would be
clickety
cool.
clackety
Having
clickety
some
clackety
mechanical. Yeah.
every time it changes. Might drive you insane, but it would be more fun.
Yeah, but I mean, that would be outside. You would be sitting inside controlling it on your computer. So the neighbors would hear the clackety, clackety, clackety sound, but you would be none the wiser.
Or a big flip clock in the sky, counting down to Armageddon.
All right. I'm Googling WW2 Searchlight buy. No, too small, too small. Novelty. All right. Anti-aircraft searchlight. That is what you're working with. Like, they come with their own trailer to tow it behind your car. So
Too bad that you don't have a hitch anymore.
yeah, eBay in stock. Now we're talking. All right, so it's $7,000 dollaroonies. So it's a bit on the pricier side, but at least, I mean, you get the trailer, and those a trailer aren't cheap. So
That's
Multifunction.
silly.
I mean, you could probably rent it out as well. You can make some of the money back. Parties, of course, search parties.
Yeah, the parties and the search parties.
Yes.
It's party all night long.
First, you have the first one, and then someone get lost, and then you have the second party.
And you can have a new party when you found the person that was lost as well. So
Yes. But you were so close on the dot here, KJ, because you do. I mean, you get the searchlights, obviously, but you also have the smaller ones still on the trailer, but they have like these curtain flaps because they use them to send more signals. So you
yeah.
have to open and close them really fast, like tick 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 tick. And those you could just, I mean, they're connected with one central rod. So if you take that apart and you just use some solenoid valves, and of course you need a second set that is crisscross, then you could, yeah. But again, £7,000, it's a bit.
It's not an insignificant purchase, is it?
No,
No.
it never is.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a tenner. No, I can probably afford to. Yeah, why not? £7,000.
I saw someone posting here. What is your recurring final thought before any major purchase? And this guy answered, fuck it. So, of course, I felt so seen at that point because I can also overthink everything before I'm getting something. But at some point, like, you're thinking too much, fuck it, and then press buy. So that resonated with me more than care to admit.
Mine's normally, well, I can return it if I don't want it.
Knowing full and well it will never be returned.
No, it'll never get returned. No.
I can't remember when I returned something lost.
I returned something last week. Yep.
Then you're better or worse than me, depending on how you see it.
I bought a pen. I bought a new pen, and I thought I was going to love it, but actually, when I got it, it's like, this is not cheap, and it's really not as well made as it could be. And immediately, I was put off because I took it out of the packet, and the like the refill was leaking. So I opened it up and I got covered in ink. So I just said to him, "Yeah, this is leaking, and the fit and finish is not worthy of the cost of this thing." And they said, "Fine, stick it in the post, and we'll refund you." So I did, and they did.
Oh, nice. I mean, not nice that it didn't work, but that you actually got to return it without any fuss.
Yeah.
But then you can consider that was a broken thing. So that's not really,
Well, I
or
mean, they could have just sent a new refill. You know, the rest of the pen, technically
yeah.
worked fine. But it was like, for the money I'm paying here, yeah, the cap rattles. Maybe I'm just being too picky, but the cap rattles, and then when you try and post the cap on the other end of the pen, it's like you really got to press it on, and it's only just hanging on for dear life. It's not engineered well.
Hmm.
So, nah, not for me.
Oh, there is a Norwegian company who started importing and selling finer stationery, and that's where I got the die cast tape dispenser that I bought, which is a beautiful piece of engineering. And I paid a decent chunk of money for it, but it's well worth it. It will outlive me. And then they also sell a steel pencil, which is I have a lot of pencils, and the most pricey one I got is £5 or something, and it's amazing and it works and it feels good. And but then they have this one. It's close to £100, and I've been looking at it. And I've like, oh, this is really nice. And it think it was last summer before all the bills came in for the car. It's like, all right, I got my vacation money. Should I spend it on a pen? I do a lot of drawing and so on. So it's like, yeah, I need this. And then I was okay. Mentally, I'm ready to buy it. I passed the fuck it stage. I'm ready to press purchase. And then I stumbled over a picture of someone buying it where it was in their hand or something, and then I realized, oh, it's tiny. So it's like when you have a pencil and you sharpen it too much, and it doesn't really fit well into your hand because and I realized it's too short. It's like, I think it was 10, 11 centimeters long, which is when you're holding it like I want to hold it, it wouldn't be supported on the thing between the thumb and the index finger. So like, all right, I was very glad I did not buy it, because that would be a definite return to sender thing. But it's still very nice. I still want it. It's like, but can't you stretch it so it's like usable for adults? But yeah, haven't
Sounds
happened
like
yet.
you need to make your own. So you need a lathe.
Exactly.
Is this like a graphite holder, or actually one of those steel pencils, which is like a mild steel pencil tip that never needs sharpening, sort of thing? It just marks. It's not graphite, but it actually marks on paper because it's steel.
No, it is graphite, but it's one
All
of
right.
those refill, whatever you call it. So it's no sharpening needed.
All
But
right.
I also saw, and I like this, and if they could stretch this pen 5 centimeters, and they could incorporate, because I saw someone, even with like a pencil with the refills, if you draw too much on one side, it gets thicker because you're grinding down the graphite on one side. So there is actually a pen. Every time you presses it to the paper, it rotates the graphite like five
Okay.
degrees. And then when you lift it up and put it back down again, it rotates it another 5 degrees. So it never gets flat. And that's the kind of engineering I like. I mean, it's not something that you really need, but it's amazing once you have it.
It sounds over-engineered.
Yeah. And that's the best kind of engineered.
It's great until it stops working.
Exactly.
But no, I know exactly the ones you mean.
And then
And they are called.
I can't remember now.
Okay.
I can probably find out though, because I'm currently on the Cult Pens website linking the Metacil pencil, which is the metal pencil. But
and welcome to the pencil episode. This is we need to put some pictures up. I'm just happy. I remembered to put a picture of the clock we discussed last time, so I'm getting better at this posting picture stuff. And I'm a sucker for packaging as well. So there's the metal pen, and it's very simplistic. It's just brown paper wrapping on it, but it's folded cardboard with like old nostalgic drawings on the outside. So it's so nice that you don't want to take it out of the packaging as well.
Here we go. It's a uni Kuru Toga Roulette.
Unikuru Toga Roulette. That's
the Penco mechanical pencil. Yes, I've looked at these before and very almost bought one.
Yeah,
they are very nice, aren't they?
They are.
And that packaging is. I love that packaging too.
There will be links in the description. Now it just feels like I'm listening to a Stationery Adjacent podcast. Two blokes talking too much about pencils.
Well, they talk about some very serious, heavy things as well.
Yes, but when they dive into the pen nerdery,
the pen nerdery is also quite strong. Yes, and that's fine.
I don't come back for the pen things. I come back for the other stuff. I must say.
But I feel conflicted in the pencil department because I don't like traditional pencils because when you sharpen them, they get shorter, and at some point they get useless just halfway through. And of course, there are a solution for that. You get extenders you can put on and whatnot. But on the other side, I'm very into pencil sharpeners. The old mechanical ones, I really want one in my workshop with the several blades that are spinning and whatnot. And then, but I'm not using pencils, so it feels a bit weird.
Yeah,
but then again, I mean, people are collecting the weirdest stuff without being into the adjacent whatever. What do you feel about the Mum No Computer 1, 2, 3 Eurovision?
I think it's great.
Yeah, it's catchy, but that intro though, that hit the home stretch for me. I knew within the first 5 seconds, oh yeah, I like this.
I haven't listened to it.
You should.
Oh,
I mean, he's representing your country, so
it's more that he represents the maker community. I feel
that as well.
I don't care which country it comes from. I mean, like,
and I think it's rather fun that it's okay. This is someone from the UK who doesn't seem like you want to be in the UK. Wants to be somewhere else instead. Let's move to mainland Europe.
Well, you could say that mainland Europe is potentially a better place to be. Some might say that.
Some might.
Yeah.
Might there be a Brexit reference there? Maybe, perhaps. I don't know. I don't.
It couldn't possibly say. Let's try and keep politics out of this.
Yeah.
What's that called? The reverse exit of bring back.
Brentry? No.
Isn't that? Don't you have a word for it? The people who want to undo Brexit.
But probably.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Maybe I dreamt it.
Everybody. That's the word you're looking for, isn't it?
Anybody with a sensible brain in their noggin.
Yeah. No, but I mean, to anyone out there, if you haven't seen the music video for Look Mum No Computers Eurovision, then you should. And I think it was the episode where Glenn was guest hosting, and I was listening to the episode, and I really felt like screaming at my phone because you were sitting there and yeah, didn't he make a machine that counted to and like yes, I talked about that earlier. I mentioned him. It's called the Googol counter, and I was like, God damn it, can't you remember anything? And like, are they pulling my leg though? Because they were sitting there. No, I didn't talk about that, did he? No, it was something else probably. And then yeah, infuriating.
That's why you don't miss an episode.
Exactly. I will never go on holiday again.
But there will be a link to the music video in the description of this episode in your podcast player if your podcast player is any good.
Are there bad podcasts? Are there bad podcast players?
I don't know.
Imagine. No.
Yeah, well, you should be using Pocket Casts, of course.
Yes, you should.
Yes, you should.
He's the most superior. Not sponsored by Pocket Casts. If Pocket Casts, if you're listening, we will accept a sponsorship.
Definitely.
I have a confession to make. I use the YouTube music player.
Jet out.
So that we get a play there as well. I mean, it's 1 or 2 plays per episode. So,
well, it all adds up. I mean, I'm subscribed on Pocket Casts and Apple Podcasts. So,
double dipping.
But I only play it on Pocket Casts, so I don't know if the Apple subscription counts for anything because it only counts for downloads, doesn't it? Not subscription.
Yeah, I mean it's true. I'm subscribed both there and on Spotify. I haven't listened to a thing on a minute of it on Spotify, so I can't rate and review it. Which I mean it's a good function that you can't just willy nilly rate and review stuff without listening to it. Speaking of which, I mean, dear listener, if you would like to just do some rating, and if you want to some reviewing as well, write something silly about us that we exist to show some kind of engagement.
Anything.
But don't expect us to know about it because you don't get any kind of information about that. So if you write a funny thing, take a screenshot of it and send it to any one of us or something like that, or in the CMO group on WhatsApp or whatever, because we don't get any information.
So if you have 2 minutes and you're bored, so hit that hype button like there's no tomorrow, because there might not be. I mean, come on, smash it good.
Let's get this hype train going. Choo choo. Oh God, that felt so bad being so
really positive.
I can't really understand and wrap my head around why companies aren't flooding down our doors the way we are plugging things like it's natural.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you are looking for a podcast which is pro pencils, pro Brexit, pro fake Yetis, general nonsense, rocket powered guillotines,
you found your niche.
5-star review.
But I thought we were not pro Brexit. You said
me
pro
too.
Brexit. Yeah.
But apparently you swing there.
Pro Remain.
Oh, yeah.
Pro opposite, whatever.
The Remainers. No, the
pro opposite. We are pro opposite. As long as the direction is wrong.
Whatever it is, we are opposing.
Exactly. Free wine gums for everyone. No. Don't like it.
Oh, it sounds like we're turning a bit silly, I feel.
I think it's time to...
If you want a Euro jackpot, I would buy all the wine gums.
All the wine, I thought we were going to say.
Yeah.
All the wine and the wine gums.
Yeah.
Well, You just buy the wine gum factory, wouldn't you? Just have the conveyor belt just come straight into your mansion.
Are there several wine gum factories, or is it basically just one?
Don't know.
Oh.
I do not want to know what goes into that factory when the wine gums come out.
No.
I want that to be. I want to be blissfully unaware of the actual, because I have an idea of what it is, and I don't want the facts.
Horses, food coloring, and fruit juice go in. Wine gums come out.
The vast amounts of sugar, I feel.
Wine gums were invented in 1909 by Charles Gordon Maynard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust a guy that called Maynard.
I think
That
he was
sounds like mustard.
Yeah. Oh, whose father founded the original Maynard's company. So his father was probably running something, and Charles was just faffing about in his father's factory, chugging whatever into the machine because he was bored. And then, yeah, I think you were probably more right there, KJ, than yeah. But yeah, it originated from the United Kingdom. So now we know that. Now we know that.
No, he wasn't Scottish, was he? Don't know where I got that idea from.
Wine gum?
Probably the old advert.
Wine gum machine. Limited. You can buy your own lime.
Well, there you go.
Make crude mistakes.
Gummies.
Limited edition wine gum.
Exactly. So once you've won the Euro Millions, are you going to just have an enormous vat of wine gum? So you're just going to sort of Scrooge McDuck your way into?
And never come out and die in there.
Yeah.
Eat your way out. Try to eat your way out.
He died doing what he loved, eating wine gums. trying to eat his way out of a vat of wine gums.
I think we talked about it earlier, but of course I read a lot of Donald Duck when I was a kid because that's a big thing in Norway, and I always wanted to Scrooge McDuck and bathe in coins. And I realized I would never get where I have a huge house filled with it. So I thought, all right, but of course you could go to the local banks and you would get these small rolls of coins, the smallest denominator, to get the most out of them. And then I thought, at least I could fill a bathtub. And then I did the maths. At that point, I could not afford to fill a bathtub because that it was a lot more than I thought, even with the smallest currency. But also, knowing what I know today, our floor joists would not cope with me filling a bathtub full of coins. So there are several things to consider when you're going to bathe in currency. And then I realized the density of it. You can't really dive into it and then pop out again like a dolphin while you're spitting coins up in like a fountain. So yeah, wine gums is probably the better and cheaper alternative.
That makes you wonder what is the density of Scrooge McDuck that he can manage to do that.
Very dense. Scrooge McDuck is basically made out of antimatter.
He must be. But that makes me think: has someone surely must have made a foam pit with big coins in foam? Just make the foam to be able to Scrooge McDuck it.
You can do that. I mean, wine gums are obviously they're softer than coins, but you go face first into a load of wine gums, that's still going to hurt.
Yeah, and they are going to consolidate. That's the word, right? Into one big gummy as well over time.
One super wine gum.
One gum to rule them all.
I mean, I'm gonna Google it, and I'm pretty sure world's largest wine gum. It's probably a gummy bear, isn't it? Yes, the world's largest gummy candy is a massive gummy bear weighing over 1,728 kilograms.
That's a big gummy.
Well,
I just googled that. And
it's not that big. It's 2.5 times 2 times 1 meter. So it's not like.
That's a big human size.
Yes, but it's not like I mean, it's like if you wanted to, you could probably beat the record.
Can it hold its own shape, or will it fall apart?
I'm just going to send you a screenshot of a very disturbing YouTube video.
I mean, the thumbnail alone.
That's a clickable image.
There's not a click. I will. Yeah.
Death by Gummy Worm.
I will. Oh, we'll
so bad.
We'll put the I'll stick the video in there as well. I've just copied the text. For fuck's sake, Phil, call yourself a professional.
Are you paid for it? No. Are you
no,
that professional?
I'm off the clock at the minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Off your tits, more like it.
Yeah.
Copy link address. There we go. I know what I'm doing.
I'm not going to watch it because I know once I press play on that video, my wife is coming through the door behind me. Like, what the fuck are you watching? So I'm going to save that for tomorrow when I'm home alone at home office.
So be advised, the link in the bottom of the mentions in this episode in the description of this Half Pint episode, you click that on your own. It's not our fault if you click it. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to say
it's Phil's fault.
On private session.
Yes.
Not safe for work.
You don't want to let the algorithm into this because it's gonna...
Yeah, sign out of your YouTube account before you watch this, for God's sake.
Incognito and not on a night bus as well. Yeah. People will judge you.
Yes.
I mean,
they will be right to do so.
It is only about sweets, but yeah.
Is it?
Maybe not. Yeah. I think there's hidden context there, isn't there? Well, it's not even hidden context.
No, it isn't hidden at all.
It's very much context, and I'm not sure if I like it. That's
there's context all over the place.
I feel that we're standing firmly at the bottom here, so let's not wait for someone to knock from below.
Yeah, it's only one way from here, so it's about to wrap it up.
Thanks again for listening, and I'm sorry, and you're welcome, and see you next week.
We can only apologize.
Yes. Toodaloos.
Ta-ta.